I will speak about the activities of the national government against the diplomatic representatives of Azerbaijan in Armenia. As you know, we built diplomatic relations with many countries. 16 countries had their consulates in Azerbaijan. In addition, Azerbaijan also had the diplomatic missions in Armenia and Georgia. First, it was opened in Georgia. The Armenian government did not agree with the Azerbaijan diplomatic mission to be opened, but on January 29, the Armenian government accepted this consulate. Mehmet Khachinsky, he was a lawyer. He was the head of the diplomatic mission in Armenia. From the first day, the Armenian government monitored his activity. They did not allow him to work well. Mr. Khachinsky all the support the Azerbaijani Republic sent, he delivered them to the Azerbaijan people living there, establishing resistance, and this resistance in the Yerevan province raised to the level Zangibasar and Basar, they were occupied later. So, the diplomatic mission of Azerbaijan, Mr. Medkhan Takinsky, then Abdul Rahman Bey Akiv, and Timur Khan Bakinsky. Medved Takinsky, his activity was of great concern to the Armenian government. He wrote, the Prime Minister wrote to the Azerbaijan people that he impedes our activities. Please get him back, withdraw him. And he was announced as persona non grata. In 1919, in August, came back to Baku. Then Abdurrahim Akverdiev, he was our member of deputy in parliament. He was the head of the mountainous region. He came to Yerevan province, and Armenians also tried to put him in some framework. In March 20th, Abdurrahman Akverdiev, by diplomatic train, went to Armenia through Georgia. Armenians got information that Akverdiev had 5 million Russian rubles, Azerbaijani manats, and with him, and there was a neutral zone, Lori-Pembek area between Georgia, Azerbaijan, and Armenia. And the Prime Minister of Armenia wrote that we got information that Abdurrahman Akverdiev, with the diplomatic mission, is coming with much money, and we instructed to the Tbilisi bureau to rob him in the neutral zone. And Akverdiev wrote to the prosecutor, we have this letter in our archive. And at the same time, as I know the Armenian language, I got a lot of information from the special bodies. The Armenian government, the special service, confessed to organize the robbery of him in the neutral zone. Why in the neutral zone? Because neither Georgia nor Armenia would be blamed. And this robbery of him, as a case, is still open. And then the Devonyans, the intelligence from Armenia, said that if Akverdiev had reached Yerevan and they had armed Sharon Nakhchivan, Zangisan and Masar had armed, they would have been put end to Armenia. Therefore, we robbed them. We solved this issue that way. Then Akverdiev in March the 20th, he couldn't work that time, and he came back home. Then Akinsky, he was a representative. He was from the Yerevan province. He knew Armenian language. Makinsky, Timur Khan Makinsky. And in 1920, in April the 4th, the money that the Azerbaijan government sent came to Armenian intelligence. All of the diplomats. They used to be the intelligence of Russia. Therefore, they monitored the Azerbaijani government, and each step there were 21 Armenian representatives, and therefore anything was happening in Azerbaijan, they informed Armenia. On April the 4th, Temurkhan Makinsky was sent support to Azerbaijanis in Zangezur, so he was captured there, and the criminal case was raised against him. To be robbed, and they raised the criminal case against him. And diplomatic mission, the three representatives, and Russian driver, they were occupied and they were trialed. Tariq Khankoysky wrote a letter. Why did you arrest these people? They said that they illegally had so much money and so on. We confiscated it. And Temurkhan Makinsky was raised a criminal case. Makinsky, when Khoisky came to the conference in Tbilisi, he said that he wants to escape. He wrote, just observe him. He said that I should meet with Khatisov in Tbilisi, with Khoisky. And that time, they were arrested. In June there was a trial, and each got 10 years. Representatives of the diplomatic mission of Azerbaijan. And later, Temurkhan Makinsky, when he came to Tbilisi, wrote his report. The Azerbaijani Republic already proved it, and the report showed that the money, he said that he wrote some part of the money provided to Garalov, that the Bolshevik government could raise the criminal case against him. And on the 15th of June, 1920, the Republic proved the Armenian government stopped and made a mission of stopping the Azerbaijani mission in Armenia. Just imagine. They had this against the Azerbaijanis and Armenia. Then the Turks, autonomous areas, calling provinces Azerbaijani in Armenia on the 18th of June 1920, Zangezur, and then Zangezur proved it. So during the Soviet times, Zangezur, Yerevan province, it was 7 kilometers from Yerevan province. The Armenian army could not go to Zangezur. The resistance was really high. The Azerbaijani government supported them, provided money, and after the collapse of the ADR and some parts escaped from Iran, the others to, and therefore in 1920 in Armenia, according to the statistics in 1916, there were only 375,000 in Iran. There were only 10,000 left there. So this is the goal of my speech. So the ADR, that period, had the activities in the Yerevan province. They had done a lot. We need to really research this. They've done a lot. That's it. Thank you very much.